Hey, what's up guys? So today we are going to be changing the brake pads and brake rotors on this Pontiac Solstice today. Alright guys, so what we're going to need to do this is some Napa brake pads and rotors. You're going to need a flex ratchet or wrench or whatever, a socket, whatever the hell this thing is called. I always get these confused, but get you one of those. They sell these at Harbor Freight. They're freaking great. They're going to save your life doing this. Trust me. You're going to need a 14, a 15, and this T30 star head thingy. Something to take off your tire. And then you're going to need a little gun thingy right here to press your piston back in. And also a bucket. Alright, and a jack. So let's get started here. Guys, I had to literally push it off. I had to push it back in to get it off. Alright, tires off. Alright guys, so we're at the rotor here, and as you can see, this thing's worn down. It's done. It's not done, but it's pretty wrapped and warped. Our pads, and they still look decent. As you can see, they still got a little bit of thickness to them. But we definitely got to get this rotor replaced and get it off, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. So what we're going to take off is two 15s and two 14s. So the 15s are located right here. There's one on the top, one on the bottom, right here. Right next to the wheel bearing. And then, after that, we're going to take off these two 14s right here. One here and one here. See this? It just bends just like this, right on top of that. And you just pull. Get you that good leverage. Actually, I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Bam. That's loose. Now we're going to get the bottom one. Have to go a little bit of the angle here. Don't take nothing. So we got our 14s loose. Just twist those bad boys out. And this piston should come loose. And then we got our bucket right here to catch it. So we could set that on our bucket. And it should loosen up. If it doesn't, you might have to bang it with something. But as you can see, it just drops down right there. Now we get our 15. Now we got our 15. We're gonna get these 15s loose back here. Crack it loose. You might have to put some pressure on. There we go. Then we crack it loose. A lot of these are rusted on, especially if you have a car that's been in, like, you know, a lot of winters and stuff. There you go. That's the key to doing this stuff. You don't have to force. Now the caliper should be coming loose. Well, the pads, I'm sorry. The pad housing should be coming loose, and we could just take that off. You know, just don't want it to collapse. Okay, we got those out. Now this brake pad housing thingy should just come right out like that. So we got our pads off. Now let's go ahead and get our pads changed in here, and then let's get this rotor on, new rotor on. All right guys, so these tabs here, they should just click in. So you want them facing downward. See that piece right there? It's facing down. So you want to just get that in there. It should just click into place like that. Remember, this piece always faces down, that little silver piece. All right guys, so we got our brackets in there. So what you want to do is, your pads are going to line up. See how this is like a C? So your pads are going to line up just like that. You want your pads facing the inside of the bracket. So this part with this little bottom end here that sticks out, it's going to touch the caliper once your brakes start wearing down. So this is what makes the screeching noise when your brake wears down. This right here. So you're going to want to see where the bolts are, these two bolt holes, this one goes near the bolt holes. So you're gonna put that in just like that. See, it goes in there nice and easy. Just kind of want to sit it there like that. Then the other one just slides right in. Should just slide right in. Let me get this top man. Come on now. Up. There we go. Alright, so that one's in. Let's get this one back in. Alright guys, so we got our pads in there and just kind of set that to the side, leave it like that. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this we're gonna go ahead and get this caliper off. Alright guys, so we're here at our caliper, and all you need is this T30 here, which is gonna go into this hole here, and you're just gonna twist that thing up. It's gonna move, so you want to twist it the other way. Just break that loose, and that's literally all you do. Just, or actually, you can literally just get your tool in there and just go like this. Now, I forgot to mention, if your caliper is stuck on the rotor, which happens more than likely most of the time, you're gonna have to bang this off with something. So you're gonna need a big mallet or a hammer or something. So we got that out. Yep, our caliper looks like it's stuck on there. So we're gonna have to tap this thing loose with something. Over time, these things just get stuck to the hub. So we're gonna have to bang this thing off. I couldn't find a mallet, so I got like this axe thingy. And we're just gonna give it a couple whacks. That's what it took. Now we got it loose and we can take it off. Had to beat on it a little bit, but you see, it had to break free. All right, so now we got this caliper off. Check your hub too. Make sure your studs on your hub are good, because I know these cars, sometimes the studs get really bad. And if you need to replace your hub, you might as well do it while you're at it, because it's just 3 bolts, and you just pull that hub out and then you just put a new one on. All right, look at this fresh rotor right now. Marvel at this rotor's beauty. Gosh, that fresh coating on the inside, freshly unmolested brake wear. It's ready to go on. It's beautiful. Mamma mia. All right guys, so I'm just gonna smack this rotor on here. Just get that in the hole, shove that in. Look for your hole with the T30 bolt, and then you just kind of put your hand right here, because the rotor's gonna be a little wobbly at first, but you just want to line this up just enough to kind of twist it in there. It's kind of weird. It like acts like it doesn't want to go in, but it will. You just gotta kind of get that right angle for it. As you can tell, I'm not getting it. Come on, damn it. This little fucking shit. Let me see. You little bastard. There we go. Okay, it's lined up. There we go. So now, since I got my hand on that bottom part, it's just, this shit should just go right in. There we go. You twist that sucker in there like that. Get your T30 and your tool, and then you can just start wrenching. And once you start tightening with the T30, it's gonna go into place by itself. And you can tell when it's in place because all your studs are gonna look completely even in line with each other. See, it's going in more on the bottom now. At this point, you can just twist it with your hand. All right, see, you don't want to go no more. As you can see, all my studs are evenly lined up. Just double check, yep. It's good to go. Rotors on, nice. All right, guys, so we're gonna get our brake pads on here. So what you want to do is just kind of line them up, and kind of the rotor is gonna kind of push them away, or you can just slide them off just a little bit. It's gonna be kind of tricky sometimes. They're gonna just slide, but you just want to play with them till you get them in right. Okay, I gotta slide this one back just a bit, slightly, so just so it gives enough room to go on the rotor. And like I said, they might pop off, but you slide them back in, and they should just go back into place. Over there a bit. Come on, damn it. Right, so once you got them on and in place, you just press down on your tab and you just line up those 15 bolt holes. You get one of your 15s and you just fish it through the back. There we go. And I got one of them in there. Once you get one in, you can just let it go. It'll just stay in place. But you gotta make sure both holes are lined up. So don't put it in all the way tight. Just kind of want to put it into where it stays. So we're gonna put the bottom one in. And I know you can't see, but it doesn't matter. You saw how I took it off. Don't skip this. You skip this shit, you're gonna be like, what the hell do I fucking do? All right. Thank God for YouTube, man. Remember back in the day, you used to have to go get a fucking manual? And me, I'd never like really reading this shit. I never was, you know, too interested in like reading. So just reading, I just get anxious when I do read. Like, man, get to the damn point or the part I need. All right, so we got that on. All right, guys, so now we're gonna press our piston in here. So you wanna get this little gun here, and you're gonna press in, and you're just gonna keep pressing this thing. Keep pressing it. And eventually, it will push that piston back in. Now your hand might be a little sore, but this thing makes this a hell of a lot easier. Okay. Now you can see this piston here, it's not sticking out anymore, and it's flat, and it should be able to sit over the brake pads. All right, guys, so we're gonna slide this piston back in, and what you want to do is get this hole lined up on the bottom first. Get that in the bottom, and it should line right up with the top. Just twisting it with my hand, don't want it too tight. And then just slide it up like that. I might have to press this boot in just a little bit. Now it should be lined up with the top. And you just get your top bolt. It should go right in. Now we got both of our bolts in there. And that's pretty much it. After that, you just tighten them up, and we're good to go. Guys, so we just wrapped up here. We got our brake pads and our rotors on. Everything's stopping on the dime. Nice, no noises, no squeals, anything like that. So I can say another successful job and one less headache we have to worry about. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Be safe. And this fucking car needs to go down the street. All right, guys, be safe and have a good one. We'll see you in the next one.